You talked about selfies. Do you have a go-to selfie face?
My
I
go-to
still
selfie
do
face
duck
used.
face.
I'm about
It's
to say
like-
it used to be that, and then I realized, like, girl, why don't you just smile? Normal smile. People are always trying to figure out the next face, the duck face, the pouty lip, the eyes, the
Remember
smiles.
there was like the.
It's too much.
That was like 5.
Girl, it's too much. And now I just do this.
Keke Palmer is back in the Young Hollywood headquarters. We got to talk about all you're so busy, all your different projects.
Oh man, thanks.
Let's start with actually Grease Live, which I mean it was a while, it was a minute.
No, but
like,
Grease is the one. First of all, we have a group chat still to this day for our Grease. It's called Grease Peeps, and everybody's in there from producers, directors, and of course the cast. Like we talk.
Is this like a text group?
Oh
or
my gosh,
like, what
girl!
is it? Okay.
Yes, a text group. We talk all the time. So even though it's been a year ago, we literally were just talking yesterday, saying it's been a year, you guys. Can you believe it? And we're just laughing and talking, and I'm like, oh my gosh! Like I never would have thought and imagined I would have been able to create this family in this space with people. Because when I did Grease Live, I was so happy because it gave me a total different feeling about Hollywood and the traditional industry of television and film, which I've been working in for so long, and seeing it kind of merge together like that, it gave me a total different outlook of that, which I loved. It's awesome.
Speaking of, you talked about being mostly in traditional TV film.
Yeah.
Scream Queens, Zayday. What's your favorite part about playing this character?
I love that Zayday is such an exaggerated overachiever because I can definitely relate. Like I'm always trying to figure out the next thing that I can do and what I can get my hands on and just how to be creative and remain purposeful in my life. And Zayday is like the extreme version of that. Like next year, Zayday might be just damn near going to be the president.
If there's anything that we've learned from watching Scream Queens, it's also you can't trust anybody.
Oh no.
No.
Except
No,
for
no, no,
Zayday.
no, no. Yeah,
Zayday is the most trustworthy.
Okay. But I was wondering if you have any besties on set.
Oh yes. First of all, I love all my girls, but Billy Lord definitely probably the one I'm closest to.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. And with Taylor?
Taylor I love too. Love Taylor. He's so sweet. I wish that more people could see his personality because I know that now he has Instagram, so people are seeing it a little bit more, but he's so quiet a lot of the time. I don't think people realize how funny he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. And then outside of TV film, you got your music.
Oh yes.
And you have a book, which we just happen to have.
Right, how did that get here, girl?
I don't know. It was immaculate placement. I'm just gonna full on like QVC. Am I doing a good
Yes,
job?
QVC moment.
Yes, you should take me on tour. It's called I Don't Belong to You, Quiet the Noise, and Find Your Voice. So what inspired you to write this?
I think because of my career, I realized that I had learned a lot of things business-wise that maybe a lot of people my age hadn't. Definitely dealing with money and stuff like that. I really learned fairly quickly that money does not give you happiness, and it doesn't. Material things don't change what's going on inside. Because even though I was able to have fun with my shows every now and then, and I was able to shop and do this and that, but then once you realize you don't worn the clothes, it all subsides, and you're like, what's really going on? And for me, it was about how can I express that what I really found happiness as was living a life of purpose and in service to others and understanding what I really want to give out to the world. That's what made me feel like getting up and getting out every day. And that's pretty much what the book is about. Removing all the things that I thought would make me happy and really getting to the root of who I am and how I don't belong to other people's perceptions of who I have to be or what's going to make me happy, but I can choose from day to day as I learn more about myself and fall more in love with myself.
I like that. It's a message of empowerment. And you get pretty personal in here. Yeah?
Yes, I do.
What was it like writing those parts of the book?
Therapeutic. Definitely therapeutic.
Really?
I mean, I definitely have done therapy and I do a lot of yoga and meditation. So in writing this book, I was on that road of just shedding everything I possibly could shed, which is of course an ongoing practice. But writing the book was another stamp of that really made me feel like it's okay to say what has happened to you, what you feel has made you who you are in the good ways and the bad ways. Because we all have them. We all have defense mechanisms.
How did you write this, by the way? I mean, with your busy schedule, like, was it you just sit down, I don't know, time yourself 20 minutes
Oh my gosh.
and you go, or like, what was?
It was a very
your
long
process?
process and a hard process because at first I was really intimidated and I was like, okay, I need somebody to help me because I don't even know. I've never even written a thesis before. Like my schooling was so different, you know, than the average person because first I went to real school till the 5th grade and then I became homeschooled on sets and so I always felt very kind of like intimidated on my normal level of education. And as I started to write the book and I was having someone help me, I was realizing that I could really do this all on my own, even though it might have some grammatical errors, you know, and I'll sound like a millennial. It's okay. That's the point.
Your audience.
Exactly, that's the point. And so I ended up like having to almost seem like write the book twice, you know, and so it really did take a long time. It took 2 years, and I was doing it during Scream Queens, and I remember everybody was like, girl, what you doing over there? And I'm like, writing a book.
Let's talk about some fun stuff because I was Instagram stalking you. You have a very well. I'm glad that that's the reaction that you have. That I just told you that I was like stalking you on social media.
No, because a lot of times I go to parties and stuff like that, and my friends will be like, "Girl, you going off on Instagram like it's a show." And I'm like, I'm glad that you're loving it because I'm just, you know, I just be putting stuff out, you know, just being myself.
Yes.
And I be laughing when how people take to it.
No, it's a very well curated Instagram. I gotta say.
Well, I love doing
filter.
everything with 3s. So it's like you'll get 3 of my fashion, and or you get 3 selfie shots, or you'll get 3 miscellaneous. And miscellaneous usually include like memes, or you know maybe poetry, or you know candid shots. And for me, I don't think too much on the actual photo per se, as much as I think about the captions. Captions are really important to me because I want people to come to my page and feel like they're not just seeing a show. I want them to feel like they really can get to know me on the Instagram platform. I don't treat every platform the same, of course, but Instagram is like I really want you to feel like you can get a little bit inside my head.
Yeah. You talked about selfies. Do you have a go-to selfie face?
My
I
go-to
still
selfie
do
face
duck
used.
face.
I was about
It's
to say
like-
it used to be that, and then I realized like, girl, why don't you just smile? Normal smile. I was actually watching a Betch skit from Awesomeness TV, and I'm like, yeah, every week they did a sketch about how people are always trying to figure out the next face. The duck face, the pouty lip, the eyes, the
Remember
smile.
there was like the.
It's too much.
That was like 5.
Girl, it's too much. And now I just do this. A regular smile because it's all too much otherwise.
Okay, so I mean it's one thing to pick the face, but then like I don't think anybody looks cool when they actually take a selfie. Like I think you could look cool, but like I just
You gotta be
like,
confident about that. You gotta be confident. It's the confidence that gives it to you.
Okay.
You gotta be just like, I'm giving you a selfie. You know what I mean? And then it's good, you know?
I'm very
Lighting.
self-conscious. I'm like
They can see it. On Instagram, they can see that
oh yeah,
nervousness
no, I know.
in your
That's why
eyes.
there's like no selfies on my Instagram feed.
They're like, she's nervous for that selfie.
Yeah,
that selfie got to her.
totally.
She didn't get to that selfie.
Because someone was watching me and it was awkward.
Girl,
See?
that is the worst. I hate when somebody's
Because-
watching me.
But I watch other people take selfies.
Oh,
And
well, see,
like
it's coming
so-
back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
See, when somebody starts
See,
to pull
I
out their phone and take a
judge.
selfie, I turn my head and give them their just due.
I see. So it's karmic.
It's
is what-
karmic.
It's
That's what
karmic
we're
is what you're
realizing.
saying. Got it. Okay, I will stop judging people when they take selfies in public.